Let me review for you the last 3 books I read: historical magical realism, but a different time period, and a romantasy. First up is The Listeners, a new release that I was so looking forward to. It's interesting because the blurb of this book pitches it just as historical fiction, like doesn't really mention magic at all. But the day-to-day life of this book, of the characters interacting, is pretty magical. They're always very concerned about this magic spring. So this book takes place at a hotel where there's this magic water around the hotel that reflects the feelings of the guests and can bestow kind of blessings or disasters. You know, at the beginning of World War II, is tasked with housing diplomats from the enemy Germany country and Japan and Italy and a few others. So you're following the manager of the hotel, who's very conflicted about this, who wants to, do what her country asks of her and kind of serve the country, but also doesn't want to serve these new residents. But I felt like its finale was really bungled and underwhelming. So only 4 stars, but it could have gotten 5. It was close. Then I felt like I wasn't done with the author Maggie Stiefvater, and so I decided to reread All the Crooked Saints. This one's taking place in like 1950s, 1960s, deserty Colorado, and you're following a family of saints who can bestow miracles. They're not all that holy, but they are weird and magical. The miracles that they bestow are manifesting the darkness inside of you so that you can face it head on. And then they just get a lot of people who come to them for a miracle and then have their darkness manifested and then are in a worse position than they were before because now the darkness has manifested. 4 stars. I never quite connected fully to the characters or plot, but I loved the writing of this one. It's so playful and folksy. Then A Theory of Dreaming. The first book in the series, A Study in Drowning, I read a few years ago, and I loved it. 5 stars, had my whole heart. And then this one. So the first book felt like a standalone. I was not expecting a sequel. I did not want a sequel, and yet here is the sequel, right? So I was trying to go into it to give the sequel the benefit of the doubt, and at the beginning I was kind of liking it, and then it did the thing that many romancy sequels do, which is even though at the end of the book you had a happy couple and they were stable and good, and then a necessary drama, miscommunication, shower, and everything is annoying. Drama. Not fun drama. Annoying drama. And that's how I felt about this book. I was really uninvested in the plot line. I felt like it was retreading the same thematic ground as the first one, but worse. So 2 stars, and I made it to 71% and then gave up on this book. DNF.